What's up? Yeah. I'm gonna talk about something. This is what I want to talk about. How did I get involved with YouTube? Some just in case if some people might ask the question, and that's what I entitled the video. How did I get involved? Or should have said it like that? I'm just gonna go with how did I get involved with YouTube? No, how did you get involved with YouTube? No, I should let me just make up my damn mind. How did I get involved in YouTube? How did I get involved in YouTube? If somebody want to ask a question. Now I know some of my family members, they notice that I do a lot of blogs. I'm always recording. I'm always with the phone and the computers. You know what I mean. They look at me, and I guess it's probably a mystery to them. Like if they see me right now doing blogs and stuff, and they walked up, I would feel kind of weird because yeah, I got several things that I need to break down. You know what I'm saying? Because how did I end up doing YouTube? Okay, let's go back to this. When I first started off, in the words that I was using, because I didn't know no other word to use, because I wasn't as critique as I am. Was that the right word? I don't think so. Eloquent, I'm gonna say, as I am in vocabulary. Why I was okay enough to where people can understand me back in the day, but how did I get involved in YouTube? Okay, I started off like this. I felt like I always, in my mind, I wanted to make a difference in the so-called, what the white men say, African American in our community, so-called African American community. I was using that word African American years ago when I first started YouTube, and over the course of time, I would be talking to way before I even became a YouTuber, way before I started creating content in my own way. I would talk to people and tell them that I wanted to get my community together. I was reading the Bible, but I really didn't quite understand. I didn't know the breakdowns. I read the Bible. I was kind of familiar with it, but I didn't have the breakdowns of it. I'm going to put it that way. I was part of the Seventh-day Adventist Church for over 25 years. I was very dedicated into the church. I would go every week. I was a faith. People can tell you around the globe that knew me from here in my hometown, they can tell you I was a very faithful member. I was real faithful. Didn't miss not hardly no Saturday. I didn't let nothing get in my way. So I came to a conclusion one day as I was walking. I knew it was something that I wanted to do. You know how some people raised up with a passion to do something? Now, it's a lot of things I got to overcome. You know what I mean? Because in talking stuff, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. People like I felt like I wanted to make a difference, and I said I wanted to make a difference in the African American community, our community, starting with myself. They say the change starts with yourself first. So I understand. I get it. And I would talk to people and I would tell them what I want to do, get the community, get black people together, get us as a people of so-called African American people together, and this and that and the third, and what I wanted to do, what was my dream goals, blah, blah, and so on and so forth. I was in Georgia telling people this. When I would go in the store, I would find somebody that I could talk to And I would tell them that. I would tell a few people that. Some of them offended me. Some of them made me mad, you know. And then they said, why don't you get you a website and post it online? I said, what? During that time, I didn't have a computer. They said, why don't you take and get you a website and post it online? I said, no, I don't want to. I was thinking about, no, I'm not used to that. I don't want to just put myself out there like that. I said, no, I said, I don't want to. What I want to do, I want to do it in a private, so on and so forth. I don't want everybody, the whole world, is to know what I want to talk about within our community, because I knew there was a variety of issues in our community that I wanted to talk about, but I don't want to just come to social media. I mean, well, I didn't know what social media was, but the computer, I just said the computer or whatever, and talk about certain things, because what I want to talk about and what I want to address, I don't want to put it out in recordings and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to put it online. And I would be getting mad with the people. And then I said, oh no, I don't want to put myself out there like that. You know, I said, no, I don't want to be on the internet. No, I said, oh no, people around the whole world, they knowing who. I mean, I wasn't ready. I felt like I wasn't ready to be exposed to the public, like as a public figure like that. That's how I felt during that time. Putting myself on camera and all that kind of stuff, because back then it was like the world know who you are now once you upload or put a video out. And I said I would be getting mad with these people. Like, man, hell no, I don't want to be on no YouTube. I'm like, no. I knew that I wanted to record videos. I wanted to record them privately, like, and just record videos. But I did not know that I was going to actually be a recorder, a public figure on the YouTube platform. I didn't know that. So when I was going to church, the Seventh-day Adventist Church in 2010, I would always had a guy that I called he was one of my best friends. I would talk to him all the time at the church. And I would tell him what I wanted to do. And he was asking me about the computer situation, because my mother, she bought a computer in 2010. That was the first time we was exposed to having internet and I would say a computer in our home, because we didn't know nothing about it. Because we were like, a computer, what is that? A computer, a robot, something that talks back to, we was thinking all kind of stuff. So the guy, he would say, well, why don't you start using it? Have you got on it yet? I said, no. I said, man, I don't know how to use that thing, man. I don't know nothing about none of that. And I said, a lot of people would ask me that, and I would be looking at them. I would be getting mad with them. They would look at me like I was stupid. You know what I mean? Like I was crazy or something. Like, what the hell? Like, you can't get blood out of a turnip if it ain't none in there. So why would people look? That's something new to the world. That's how I was thinking at doing that time, And he was just encouraging me and was just telling me, you can do more with a computer than you think you can. I said, man, I don't know none of that. And because I didn't even know what putting up the Internet Explorer was. I didn't even know what the hell. That was all Greek to me. And when I got the internet, I was talking, me and my mom, we was trying to learn how to use it. And I'm like, every time when I would put the website up there, she was like, boy, how did you do that? I said, well, because our nephew during that time, he knew a whole lot about it. We didn't know nothing about it. In 2010, I was 35. I'm like, no, I don't know how to use this, huh? And he would be like, when he would go up there, he could pull up YouTube. We didn't even know how to do that because we didn't know what that was. He said, all you got to do is click on this. That's all you got to do. And we would be my mother, she would be asking her grandson, baby, how did you do this? No, Momo, just go up there and just click on the Internet Explorer. That's all you got to do. It was simple, but see, it was hard to us because we didn't know during that time because we wasn't never exposed to this type of stuff. So when people would say you need to just make videos and just put yourself out there, and he was telling me, well, just find something that you like doing. I'm like, man, it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no use for it. And so finally, when I would go back to church the next weekend, Saturday, he said, have you got on the computer yet? I said, oh, I know what the hell you're going to ask me before I even say anything. I said, no, I haven't tried yet. He said, have you tried? I said, no, I haven't even tried. He said, I'm telling you, you need to. I was lazy. I wouldn't even mess with it. The computer would sit there, I'm telling you, for the desktop would sit there for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and everything. You know what I mean? So I finally learned how to get on it, go to the Internet Explorer, pull up YouTube, but it was a gradual thing, you know what I'm saying? Downloading certain web browsers on your computer, I didn't even know what the hell that was. So they had a couple of people, they explained it to me, installing this and that and the third. I'm like, what the hell is install? I'm like, I didn't know what it was. We literally had to call people up or hope somebody came around to the house to show us exactly how to work these things. So I finally learned. It took a process. It took a long time. When I learned how to upload videos, YouTube was totally different now from the way it done changed. It done changed up a whole lot now. From 7 years ago, it wasn't. You can do video responses and all that kind of stuff. That's why I liked it. The layout YouTube and the old Twitter and this and that and third. You know. So I would watch a lot of videos before I actually started uploading videos. I would actually watch a lot of videos on YouTube and go to different videos and watch them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That was in 2013, 2010. Let's see, is when I learned, when we first got to 10, 11, 12, 13. 3 years later, of May of 2013, I was in my house one night, and my mother, she was talking to the elderly lady. And all of a sudden, I went to YouTube, and I went on YouTube, and I think I accidentally clicked on the thing where it says upload, and I clicked on the camera, and then I took and clicked on the video, and the camera, you know how the camera, like this is open, I would click on that thing, and then the camera would open up, and I would see my face. And then I saw a little red button, I guess a little button at the bottom. You hit, it says mash record. So I mash record, and that's when they had the built-in webcam from the YouTube then. You see what I'm saying? And I recorded myself probably for about 2 to 3 minutes. I can't remember, 2 or 3 minutes. It wasn't that long. And the first thing I said in that video is that I want to get my black people together, this and that and the third, and I want to do this and that and the third. So I stopped the video, and it went to the, I didn't know what that was neither. It's called the Video Manager. I didn't know what the hell that was. I didn't know the meaning of none of that. Now I had to put me a title in, or whatever. So they had a thing called edited. I didn't even know what edited was. I said, what the hell is edited? So I asked a couple of friends of ours that we got close to in Georgia before I moved back to my hometown in Louisiana. This was in 2013. I asked a brother that knew. His name was Alton, I think. Alton. I said, what does edited mean? He said, edited means when you want to add something. And I said, oh, okay, like that. Because I didn't know what it was. And it just means when you want to add something. So I said, oh, that means adding the titles. After you're done with the video, you edited a title, what the title of the video is. So I didn't know what edited was. So that's how I learned what edited was, because I didn't just come out. But as far as recording and uploading and doing lives and stuff, nobody showed me how to do that. I didn't even know how to even go to YouTube and look up videos on how to actually do a video. I just went up there like being blind, like eyes closed, and I had to feel my way around. And I I learned how to just do it on my own. I didn't have nobody to show me exactly how to record and upload lives and all that kind of. I didn't have that. I only had me because nobody, wasn't too many people checking for trying to like spend time there, because a lot of people don't have the patience to do that. You know what I mean? So everything that I learned, I basically had to get it, most of it myself. A lot of it. So when I recorded my first video, I uploaded it. Then it processed a little bit. I didn't know what process meant, because the video that just didn't immediately just, all right, it's online already. No, you had to do Google Hangouts for that to happen. And Google Hangouts doesn't even exist anymore, because they took it away probably about 4 or 5 years ago, I believe it. No, they didn't. They just took it away in 2000. Some part of 2019 is when they discontinued the app of Google Hangout, but they replaced it with this one. But I like the old versions of it better. You know what I mean? But I recorded my first video, and my mother was in the kitchen. She was talking to the elderly lady, the same lady that she talks to right now. And she was in there in the kitchen part, and I was in there in the living room, and the video finally came up to where I recorded myself. I played it, clicked on play. It was in 2013 when that happened. That was my very first video, around in the early part of May, around the 15th, 16th or something. And I replayed it, and while I was playing, I called my mother. I said, look, come in here. I said, come in here and look on the computer. Look right there. It was literally like I had put myself on TV. She said, boy, how did you do that? I said, I don't know. I just got up there, clicked on the camera, mass record, and I just mass record, and then I stopped it, and then it went through the whatever that was. I didn't know what processing was, and it finally that's what happened. She said, boy, look. She said, the elder lady. She said, what's going on? She said, this boy got himself in here like he on TV up in here. Then recorded himself on YouTube. Cause that was new to us. Because when I first did it, I was kind of nervous, because I'm like, oh my goodness. But I accidentally recorded my mother upside down, and she had a scarf on. You know what I mean? And she told me delete that. So I had to go through the whole process to learn how to delete stuff off of the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? So I had to learn how to do all that. You know what I mean? So I had nobody to show me how to do that. So I finally learned how to delete the video. She said, get me off of that. I said, okay, I'm going to do that. So I had to learn, because it was new to me. So I guess that's the end of the story for the time being. But anyway, I uploaded my first video. And then once I did it, uploaded the first one, then I liked it, and I just went on and started recording more. And I recorded more. And this was before I started working at this restaurant called Popeyes, because that was in the early part of May, because I got hired at Popeyes in 2013. I got hired there October the 1st, 2013. It was October the 1st, 2013. And I worked there all the way up to 2019. 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. My bad, it was 6 years. Almost 2018, 2013, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. (2018) That was in 2013, 14. Yeah, that was in 2018. That was 5 years. August the 7th. Yeah. So I've been there 5 years. So that's what really happened during that time. And I've been doing videos ever since. And this is 2021. So I've been doing videos 8 years. It's been 8 years. Now it's been, I'll say 8 years. Coming up May the 15th, 16th, 17th, it's going to be 8 years that I actually been doing YouTube now. And I liked it when I started it. I still like it to this day because it gives you what you call that? It's a platform to where you can just express yourself, and it's fun. You know what I mean? It's fun to record yourself, and you can look back on those videos, and you can express yourself and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? You can talk about whatever you want to talk about, and you can upload it. And I thought that was one. I mean, that is one of the most greatest things you can ever do. You know, to have a voice and be able to express yourself, and hopefully, man, that I like the older brand of YouTube. To me, it was more easier than all this new stuff that they trying to create now. Now, I would say if you want to put something new out, do it to the people that actually like it. You see what I'm saying? Don't like the Google Plus pages and stuff. I don't know. They shouldn't have never took that away. They shouldn't have never did that. They shouldn't have never did that. I think what they should do, go back, apologize to people for what they did, and give them the old version. And for those who want the new version, let them have it. But those who want the new version, give them a damn option, or put them out like in what you call that? Make apps, and to say those who want the old versions of this, or who want the old version of Twitter or something like that, do that. That's what should be done. Or just put the old the layout. I think the old layout would always be better than any of them. The old layout should be always there. Don't never change up and switch over, because I believe that the older version is a lot easier and it's a lot better. You see what I'm saying? Instead of just changing it up, I don't think they should be changing it up like that. Now, you got some people that probably love the change, but as we, as a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, most of us still love the older version. For those who are YouTubers, you see what I'm saying? Taking away people's Google Plus pages, I can understand they giving them backup pages and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, no, I think they should give people the old version. You know what I mean? Because the older version and the older softwares would always be better. I think the older softwares would never go out of style. They should. And doing the response videos in the comment section, you can go into in 2013, you used to go into the comment section, and you can click on response video, or click on the little thing. It's a link that you click on. You can actually do rebuttal to whatever video you want, and the people that you do the response video to, they actually get the response video in the comment section. In the comment section, you see response video, and there. Until nowadays, you got to go and do the video, and you got to put the link in the chat, which would be a little harder. You just go up there to the bottom of at the top of the page, and you hit the left side of the mouse, and you put the link in there, and then you go back onto the YouTube page, and you actually post the link in the comment section, and people can click on it. Now that's a little harder, but if they did it like put the links, create the links in the chat to where people can actually do a natural response video, to me that would be a whole lot easier than going on the YouTube page or going on the website, and then you got to go get off of the website, and then you got to go and do the video, and then you got to come back and place your response video in the chat, and you hit the side of your link, the left side of it, and then you hit paste the link into the comment section, which is harder. Instead of you going over there, and you can just naturally just go in the comment section like they used to, and just click on the response video, and the camera come up, and you just record it. Once you're done, you hit stop, and you upload it. You know what I mean? And one goes to your channel, and a response video stays in their comment section, and they'll know when they go and look in the comment section, they say, oh, a response video. That's what they should bring back. I don't think they should have never removed that. I think that was a lot easier than just going and recording the video, and then you gotta go up there and get the link to your own video, then go back on their YouTube page, which is harder to do, and then turn around and go in the comment section and just post the link in the comment section, hit the left side and paste the link in the comment section, which is a lot harder. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think the YouTube, now I love it, but I don't like it. You have to work hard. It's a lot harder to me. You know what I mean? So all of it is good now. You just have to do it extra harder. So, but anyway, the name of the video is how did I actually become, how did I ended up doing YouTube? How did I end up doing YouTube? So that's the video title. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk some more about the stuff about how the old layout of YouTube, and I missed it. That's what I'm gonna come back and do a video about that a little bit later on. I talked for about 25 minutes. I think this is the best video that I ever did. All right, I'm gonna see y'all later.